Up now in the soup, we get caught in a top model riot.
I just knew the aliens were involved.
Pull a muscle dancing with the stars.
I could pick up a sofa.
Pack another idle contestant's suitcase.
Praetorians here.
And clean up after a wife swap gone wrong.
She's a lazy bitch.
Plus, the Today Show, Trump's latest firing, and the kick-ass clip of the week.
I'm on cold medication right now.
Now, here's the host who watches it all for you, Joel McHale.
President Obama stopped by today to make an appearance on the show and promote the economic recovery plan, but the studio was tied up with Juliana interviewing Demi Lovato about how hard fifth grade was, so we passed. Huge week for people who like shotguns and making toll-free phone calls. It was Country Music Week on American Idol. And who better to mentor the kids than singer Randy Travis, who brought all the creepy honky-tonk eyebrow action he could muster.
Chris is very much a strong ballad singer. That is his strong suit. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Randy Travis, you are a respected artist, and I am not going to make fun of you.
Good job.
Don't look at me like that. I just paid you a compliment.
Good job.
Okay, I'll take off my shirt.
Good job.
But the big story of the week was Adam Lambert's Ring of Fire and how flaming it was.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames got higher. And it burns, the ring of fire.
Show 'em how it's done, Lil. Yeah. Put him back in the prop box. Somewhere Johnny Cash is saying, I like that Chihuahua's version better than the one by that there fancy boy. I miss you, buddy. How was my Johnny Cash impression?
Good job.
Get out of my head, Randy Travis! Of course, it's hard to know who's going to get kicked off each week. Unless the judges don't know who you are, then it's easy.
Look at these two faces. Who's in the bottom three tonight?
Allison.
Alexis?
Alexis, sorry. Sorry, my bad, sorry, Alexis.
That's okay.
Sorry, Amanda. The dog's just keeping it real, Robbie. Have a safe trip home, ham sandwich. Oops, the dog is hungry. Blow a staple. On Dancing with the Stars, the judges once again desperately tried to warn us about Holly Madison.
Six.
It's both the number of the beast and Hef's most recent birthday. Belinda Carlisle was eliminated after losing the show's first ever elimination dance-off to Steve Wozniak. That's not embarrassing, Belinda. Steve once again broke out his pink feather boa and did his impression of what Buddy Holly looked like after the plane crash. But Bruno reserved his creepiest comments for Olympic gymnast Shawn Johnson.
I have a little thing to tell you. You've got to work on the naughtiness. I want you to be naughty. Much more naughty and flirtatious.
She's 17.
Introducing himself to his neighbors, Bruno Tagnoli. 500 feet away. In celebrity scandal news, Lindsay Lohan had a rough start to her weekend when a warrant was issued for her arrest and extra sensitively handled the situation by tailing her all the way to Jack Nicholson's house.
Lindsay Lohan crashes at Jack Nicholson's pad, literally. Lindsay and a friend tried to find refuge at Jack's house at 1:30 a.m.
Hi, it's Lindsay.
A guy that sounds a heck of a lot like Jack Nicholson answers the call at the front gate.
What's going on out there?
And he sounds none too pleased.
What do you want me to do, honey?
Well, Jack, I'm guessing she wants you to assuage the vast canyon in her soul, labeled daddy issues. But I could be mistaken. Maybe she just wants you to do your Christian Slater impression. Something to think about. In Miley Cyrus and food poisoning news,
It's my butt.
the Canadian Food Inspection Agency has recalled Hannah Montana peanut chocolate granola bars because of possible salmonella contamination. Disney plans on repackaging the product as Hannah Montana peanut chocolate weight loss bars. In other Miley news,
It's my butt.
dang, what is in those bars?
Sun-dried mayonnaise.
Miley and Radiohead have exchanged words after Miley complained that the band refused to meet her backstage at the Grammys, saying, quote, "Stinkin' Radiohead, I'm gonna ruin them. I'm gonna tell everyone." Her first step to ruining Radiohead, singing one of their songs.
I'll ruin you.
In model fighting news, as you've all seen 400 times, there was a riot at the auditions for the upcoming season of America's Next Top Model. The annual running of the bulimics. What news about the next season was so crazy it inspired a riot? Take a look.
For 11 seasons, we've searched the country for America's Next Top Model. But this season, the search begins and ends in one place. Right under our noses.
I want to thank you guys for voting for me.
This season, 13 girls will compete to be America's Next Top Model, and they're all Tyra. Who will have what it takes?
You look so soft and pretty. I love your honesty.
And who won't get along?
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. Kiss my fat ass. I slept with all your boyfriends. How dare you?
Out of a field of Tyras, who will Tyra choose to be America's Next Top Tyra?
America's Next Top Model is...
Don't miss the season of Top Model that will find the most beautiful, perfect, exquisite, flawless, gorgeous, toppest model ever.
I'm waiting for the thank you.
America's Next Top Tyra.
Where will my top model be? Me.
I think Tyra's going to win. In TV news, President Obama appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno to promote his proposed budget and new stimulus package. It was the first time a sitting president has appeared on a late-night network comedy talk show.
Wow, what is the world coming to?
Wow. I know. Next thing you know, sportscasters will be anchoring news commentary programs.
And waiters will be hosting cable clip shows. Freshen this up for me?
Right away, sir.
Twitter is a social networking site that allows you to microblog friends and receive their blog updates. Unfortunately, E.T. and The Insider have turned it into a way to stalk people.
E.T. and The Insider are now on Twitter. What stars are we meeting?
Little Kim in the house.
What stories are we chasing?
Octuplet's on the move.
See who's tweeting and find out what they know before it hits the show.
Good thing they didn't have Twitter when Pat O'Brien was around. Update, I just scored some hookers. New update, and blow. Newer update, I don't do this. Newest update, just wink.
Here you go, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
You can talk about chicks, man.
Chicks, man.
Porn star Jenna Jameson gave birth to twin boys on Monday. The twins are reportedly healthy and are glad to have left Jenna's vagina for somewhere a little more private. Can't understand why Oberman didn't stick around for that one. Oh.
I ordered the Pinot Grigio. This is the house wine.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
This is rosé!
Sorry.
Never mind.
Okay. Keith Olbermann, everybody.
Thank you, Joe. How'd I do?
Good job.
Yeah, Keith Olbermann. Adrena Patridge has signed a deal with reality guru Mark Burnett for a new reality show. Burnett is the genius behind Survivor and The Apprentice, and Adrena is the vacant stare behind Bangs. Let's throw Adrena and watch her boil into some chat stew.
So meaty.
Octomom made a follow-up appearance on Dr. Phil to answer audience questions. Keep in mind, Dr. Phil is not paying Nadia for these appearances, no matter how much it increases his ratings. So the question of how to deal with the situation popped up, and the solution seems a bit radical.
A lot of people are wondering, where any money would come from.
Okay.
And, one of the things I know you're entertaining is to allow someone to shoot the babies coming home.
I think I speak for everyone when I say, pull! I'm Doc Phil. Of the half-dozen personalities on the Today Show, the only one who doesn't act like a 12-year-old is Willard Scott, who consistently exhibits the behavior of a 112-year-old, which keeps him in touch with the people he says happy birthday to.
Can show us all the spring chickens that are celebrating their birthday in honor of spring starting tomorrow.
That's right, the first day of spring, and you're 18 years old, so I can't take you out and buy you a drink to celebrate, but by God, we're going to do it in about 5 years. Happy birthday, whenever. You're the best. Happy birthday, Floyd Yates, Powhatan, Virginia's 106 retired Ford car dealer, enjoys hunting deer out of his bathroom window. We'll have to think about that one. I think I understand.
Well, he poops in the kitchen, so it kind of makes sense. Where's that 18-year-old? We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for Reality Show Clip Time with the Tool Academy reunion, Wife Swap's Wild 100th episode, and the ghosts of Rock of Love's past, plus keeping up with the Kardashians and the kick-ass clip of the week.
Welcome back. See? For the 100th episode of Wife Swap, they brought back two of our favorites, the hyperactive alien chasers and Mullet Mully. M. Mully's wife is a psychic, and her worst fears are quickly realized.
We are storm chasers, inventors, and scientific visionaries. Richard is building a 4-foot diameter flying saucer, which he is hoping to launch. I just knew the aliens were involved. I was hoping they weren't. But I knew they were going to be.
4-foot diameter flying saucer? Seacrest is an alien? I knew he'd be involved. Thank you, ladies. Hey, swapped wife, what do you think of psychic wife?
She's a lazy bitch.
Totally, she knew the Seacrest aliens were coming and did nothing. On Make Me a Supermodel, the contestants were challenged to come up with some hot poses while wearing minimalist wire sculptures and cod pieces. Once again, I was struck at how underdressed I am for racquetball.
I did Kung Fu when I was a kid, and I really wanted to channel that with some movements.
It's time for me to perform better, and it's time for me to win something.
I had a codpiece, and in cricket, you wear one of these to protect the family jewels.
And judging by that, in cricket, the codpiece is used to protect the family jewels from other players. On The Celebrity Apprentice, Dennis Rodman wrangled a model to help with a challenge and may have laid the charm on a little thick.
Hello, how are you?
Sorry, she looks good. Where you from, Romania?
I was born in Russia, Moscow.
Oh, I love Russian bitch. Girls. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I love washed-up basketball players who, for a brief period, live with his parents after he lost all his money. Oops, no, that's pretty much what I meant. On The Real World Brooklyn, Iraq vet Ryan finds out he's going to have to report again for active duty. The news was devastating, and as this preview shows, the gravity of the situation is felt all through next week's episode. But Ryan is a patriot. Not gay Chet is also passionate about something.
Next on The Real World.
My mind is going like a mile a minute. I'm thinking, how am I going to say this to this person? I don't think I'm going to be seeing you guys much after this is all over. I just got called back in the Army.
It's just really hard not knowing the future.
I mean, I know boobies will be in my future because I love boobies. But who knows what the future's going to hold for Ryan? I mean, going away to that hot climate, living with a bunch of men, sleeping in the same quarter, showering, sweating. You got that I love booby stickers in the shot, right? I'm not gay. The exes showed up on Rock of Love bus to help Brett learn something about the women that I guess he probably could have learned from a gynecological exam. The guy who comes in for Britannia is not really an ex, but rather someone who often has intercourse with her, amazingly enough, without any money-changing hands. Anyway, there's a fight.
You told me that you could this anytime you wanted to. What the does that have to you?
Hey, John, this is going bad, dude.
What? You up?
Oh, she's a keeper.
You got my love, bitch.
Are you crazy, Britannia? You could have killed someone with that saliva. Now they have to get a team out and see how many floors it's burned through. If that spit eats down to the electrical system, we're all toast. It's a hell of a defense mechanism. Sadly, Spitania had to go, and so did Ashley, just because she's still living with the father of her child and sleeping with him. She can't believe it.
Ashley, your tour ends here.
All right. Thanks. You got rid of me and Britannia at the same time. What the hell is going on here? I mean...
Hello, I have blonde hair, all my limbs are intact, and I've never been a man. How high are you gonna raise the bar, Brett? If all the news about the economy is bringing you down, we've got a show that is sure to lift your spirits. Operation Repo. Here a woman tried to stop the team from repossessing her car, and it ended pretty much how you'd think.
Look, you're gonna pepper spray you. I'm gonna pepper spray you. Pepper spray me. Give me the keys. Give me the keys.
She's not complaining because the pepper spray is burning her eyes. She's complaining because it's not the sour cream spray. Hit me with the potaser! On the inevitable Tool Academy reunion show, Tommy, who we all remember from the first episode and how he won the temper tantrum chair toss, was forced to take the obligatory lie detector test, and the predictable fight ensued.
I believed you when some bitch told me what the truth.
No, it's not about that.
Broke ass cheats on me.
I didn't. Hold on. Before.
Away from me! Away from me!
Babe.
Where do I sit for bingo? Douche mad. Douche smash. The Bad Girls Club showed some never-before-seen casting footage to give us insight into what makes a morally reprehensible petri dish with less self-control than Gary Busey a bad girl.
Have you ever had sexual relations with more than one partner in a 24-hour period?
Guilty as charged.
Wait a minute. Ask the question again.
What do I look like, a whore?
I think I'm a whore.
Have you ever had a threesome?
Yeah, that's how I met my boyfriend.
Yes, I have. I'm from Boston.
So she's not a whore. It's actually written in the Massachusetts Constitution. Thou shalt cover thy neighbor's wife, get wicked piss or drunk on her with schnapps, and then do them both. Those Puritans were freaky. Oh yeah, and go Pats. We'll be right back.
Hold on, the soupiest stuff is up next, including Keeping Up with the Kardashians and the kick-ass clip of the week.
Yeah, I'm real excited about this one.
There you go. Welcome back. After her contract expired with Hugh Hefner, Bridget Marquardt, is that it? The least memorable but absolutely most forgettable girl next door, got her own show on the Travel Channel, Bridget's Sexiest Beaches, and was sent to Australia to talk about koalas and buns.
Oh, and then you slide back forward?
Yeah, look, boys, see how they've all got these undies, these Speedos on?
Yeah.
They wet the seat up so they can slide.
Oh.
And if you ask him nicely, he might show you. I'm going to look over here, though. Come on, show us how it's done.
So you slide easier. I was never big on Speedos, but when they're worn as thongs, that's a whole nother story.
I was never big on voiceovers, but when they make my new gibberish-filled travel show even less understandable, that's a whole other story. What craziness will happen next? Let's take some E. If you're having trouble remembering which Kardashian is Kourtney and which is Khloe, think of them as planets circling the gigantic flaming ball of gas that is Kim's ass. And then remember that Khloe is Jupiter. Anyway, on this week's all-new Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe has agreed to pose nude for PETA, and her shell of his former self, stepfather Bruce, has decided this would be a good time to tell her she's Jupiter.
Don't you think you should lose a few pounds? No, I'm just saying.
I have a rock-hard body. I'm just a bigger individual.
No, you are a bigger individual, but you could lose a few pounds. I mean, it's not major. Chloe, don't walk away. That's what you're avoiding it. That's why you're running around wearing black.
I was wearing black because I was depressed.
Well, maybe you're not depressed. Maybe all the fat is blocking out the happy part of your brain. I wish I could get up off this couch, but I've pinned my skin to it so it looks like I have no wrinkles. You're not fat, Khloe. I know this because I've already seen our clip of the week. Tyra has been working hard for the last 3 years to make young women feel good about their bodies. So she took this week off and showed us a woman who wants to weigh 1,000 pounds. Honestly, the woman seems happy. It's her fiance that is messed up.
You tape her in videos and stuff, right?
Yes, for her website. I'm the photographer and the videographer for her. What I try to do is take pictures that would appeal to fellow fat admirers. It's very complicated.
And you were
to
telling how they
explain.
sit. What does that mean? You like how they sit?
The way they sit, they have to sit with their legs open and their belly overflows into their thighs and takes up all that space.
Man, when you sit like that, I can't see your I'm talking about your cat! You're suffocating it! Have a forklift take you out through the front of your wall to see me April 11th at the Wells Fargo Center in Santa Rosa. A second show has been added. The Paramount Theater in Denver, May 9th. A second show has also been added. And the Lakewood Civic Center in Cleveland is now June 20th. No second show added. See you next week.